Hello everyone and welcome to a Master Duel deck guide. Today we're talking about one of my favorite decks, Thunder Dragons. So this deck is really powerful and the three main advantages of this deck are number one is that boss monsters have high attack and cannot be destroyed easily. Number two, it disables your opponents from searching cards from their deck. And number three, it destroys cards on the field. Plus it's really fun. Let's get started. So before we start, please note that normal summoning with this deck is almost non-existent, is very low. So you're going to heavily rely on special summoning and monster effects from the hand. So keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep this short and simple, and I'm also going to try to be organized as much as possible. So yeah, please note that this is my version of the deck, and if you disagree with some of the choices that I make, I'm open to suggestions in the comments below. Just leave suggestions of what cards place in. But yeah, enjoy. Let's start. So first we have the Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. So this is all you need to know for now is that this is an equip card, and in order to get this, I would recommend, or you have to get this as well. You need Carrier to do the combo, and I'll talk about the combos in the text later. That way, more clear over some clips. Alright, so next we have Thunder Dragon Matrix. We're gonna run 3 of those in the deck. This is really good has a really good discard effect, and you can also banish it to add another copy of it. Run 3 of them. Another one is Maxi. This is basically the best card in the game. A good hand trap. I generally like to only. I don't like running hand traps in this deck specifically because it doesn't need it, to be honest. You can, it's always useful. Next we have Ash Blossom. I'm also running one. Keep in mind, the Maxi and Ash Blossoms, if you guys like hand trap, you can run 2-2 or 3-3. I wouldn't recommend running 3-3 because if you get like 2 Maxis in your hands, kind of a waste. I personally don't like that. Next we're gonna have the White Dragon and we're gonna have the Black Dragon. Those two are gonna text of each other, gonna play off each other. Again, I'll go over the specifics later over some. Next we have Batman Solar, and we're gonna have 2 of those. You could have 3, but I like running it at 2, and I like running Aloof Lupine at 3. I might change this in the future. I might go 2 and 3, or 2 and 2. We'll see. Please note that these 2 monsters are the only monsters that you're gonna normal summon. The rest are just effects from the hand and link monsters and extra monsters. Alright, next we have a Thunder Dragon. Of course, the legendary card. You're gonna have 3 of those. You need all 3. Next, you're gonna have Thunder Dragon Dark. Same thing. 3 of that as well. A very powerful card. We'll talk about later on how you use it to special summon bosses. Next, we have Dragon Hawk. You can only have 1, so 1. This is also a really good card. You did. I had two good effects: the discard effect and the banish effect. Yeah. Next, after that, 2 Dragon Roars. It's basically the evil twin of Hawk. They're very similar. In fact, I kept confusing them in the beginning, so I'll tell you the difference later when we go over the clips. Next, we have Dragon Duel. I really like this card, but you need only 1 of this, and you only need 1 because you don't want to draw this at the beginning. That's better for. This is like a plan B type of card, Plan A doesn't work out, then you can always have Dragon Duel, banish 1 light, 1 dark, and summon it, and it has really good. Next we have Raigeki. This is not a must in this deck. This is optional. I only have it just in case we go second, and a good card to start our plays if second. Next, Monster Reborn. So Monster Reborn, there's a tech with it. So if you like, I'll go over it later. Actually, I'll just go over it right now. It's very simple. So if you discard this from your hand and add another one, and then bring it back with Monster Reborn, you can immediately summon Colossus. It's very cool, very simple. And also, it's Monster Reborn. I mean, you can never go wrong with it. In other situations, it will help you as well. Next, we have Gold Sarcophagus? I can't say that word. I'm sorry. Okay, this card. This card. So this card is very important in this deck, in my opinion. You can just banish any monster from your deck, or any card really, but you want to use it on the monsters in this instance. And that's because all of our monsters have, if they are banished, or most of them. So usually I banish Dragon Dark from the deck if I don't have it in hand, and then I add Hawk, and then I discard Hawk, and then I special summon Dark, and then go into Colossus. So very similar to the Monster Reborn thing, but a little bit more complicated. Next we have Allure of Darkness. I run 3 of those. You can run 3 or 2. I like 3. I think it's nice to have, because not only are you going to draw cards, but it's going to enable you to banish monsters, which means it's going to enable your plays. Next, we're going to have Thunder Dragon Fusion. You only need 2 of this. You don't need more than 2 in the deck. Some people play 3. I don't see why you want to play 3. Some people play 1. I don't know about that either. I think 2 is just the right amount. Next, we're going to have Chaos Space. Really good card to draw, recycle, and start your plays. It's a good starter, even though it's a spell card. Your other 2 starters, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, are those 2 normal monsters, the Batteryman Solar and Aloof Lupine. Next, we're gonna have Dimensional Fissure. So I'm gonna skip this for 1 second. I'll tell you about later. So next we have Twin Twisters. This is basically, I only added it because the back row decks are really are increasing in this meta. So I just wanted to have a card, get rid of 2 of them. And we also don't mind discarding cards in this deck. Good, because we can use a graveyard. So I think it's a good option to have. Okay, so let's go back to Dimensional. The reason I skipped it is because those 2 cards, Dimensional Fissure, Torrential Tribute, are 2 controversial decisions. Okay, so I like running them a lot in this. Other people don't, or people just call them, budget, right? But I personally like them a lot because of the philosophy that I duel with. I really think that the cards that you need to add to your deck should achieve 2 purposes, which is well, number 1, if you have a monster with 2 effects, right, makes it more flexible for certain situations. That's the first option. And the second option of the cards that you need is cards that can help you and hurt your opponent at the same time. I think that's really cool. So that's why I have Dimensional Fissure and Torrential Tribute. Those 2 cards, they hurt your opponent, right? Because this one, any monster goes to the graveyard instead, is banished instead. So no more graveyard, basically. So this one hurts your opponent a lot because usually the other decks, they want to rely on the graveyard. There's a lot of, send it to the graveyard effect. So this destroys that, right? And Torrential Tribute is, I think it's more than a budget. I think this is essential. I honestly can't see myself running this deck without Torrential Tribute. I run 2 right now, but I used to run 3. I can see why you could run 3, but I think 2 is the perfect amount to be. So the reason why this is great is because it destroys their monsters, and your 2 boss monsters, they can't be destroyed that easily. You could just trigger their effect, which allows you to banish monsters that you want to banish in the first place. So it's beautiful in this deck. It's very, very, very useful. And I think, and it stops your opponents from summoning monsters too, because if they, normal summon 1 monster or 2, you immediately do this card. It stops them right. So I'll go over even more details later. I have a nice clip where I can go over the combos. So next we have Dynamiscus. So this card, I just added this card recently to this deck. So far, it's not a must, but it's a nice card to have. It has a very similar effect to Twin Twister, but it's a trap card. So yeah. Next we have Solomon Strike, just another decent trap card that you can negate a monster effect or negate a special summon. 2 things are very important in this game: special summoning and monster effect. Okay, yes. So this is the entire. Oh wait, let's go for the extra deck. My bad. So next, so we have Kaminari Attack. So this is, you should use this with Instant Fusion, which is a card that I need to mention later. That I don't have yet. I just don't have it unlocked, but I think it's an excellent card that you need to have in your deck, instant fusion. So it allows you to pay 1000 life points, but then allows you to summon level 5 or lower fusion. So you bring him and then you sacrifice him to get Titan. That's the deck. I'm only going over this because I can't show it to you because I don't have. Alright, next we have Colossus, the big boy. This is your main monster. You want to summon him as soon as possible. This will make sure that your opponent won't be able to search his deck, so he can't add monsters, he can't add spell cards, he can't add anything, but he can still draw. Keep that in mind, he can draw. Even with Pot of Desire, you can draw. Next, we have Dragon Titan, another boss monster, really good monster. High attack point, high defense, even if they flip it, you know, sometimes flip summon it, and I'm still fine because it has attack point. And it cannot be destroyed easily. You could just banish 2 cards from your graveyard to protect it, to keep it on the field if they attempt to destroy it. And this has an amazing effect. So this one chains with your other monsters that wants to be discarded from the hand. So if you discard one of them, you can chain this and destroy 1 card on the field. It's extremely useful. You can destroy their cards, you could destroy even your own cards. A really good example is Artifact Scythe. This card is amazing as well. I just don't have it yet. I don't have any ultra rare points. I have some, but I need to save up a little bit, you know what I mean? But yeah, you can combo this with this as well. Really good tech, keep in mind. But yeah, this one just destroys cards on the field. Next, you have a Best Dweller. So in the rare case of having 2 monsters on the field and you want to XZ summon, you can also summon this. So this is, if you go first, we're going first, this is really powerful. So you would have Colossus and you would have Dweller. Then they wouldn't be able to search and they wouldn't be able to use their monster effects. They go to the graveyard monster effect. Which is another reason why I have Dimensional Fissure, right? It's like they do the same thing in my opinion, and this doesn't hurt you that much. So with this card, you want to play it in the main phase too after you play Zoroark. I'll go over it later. Next we have Linkuriboh. This is just like a backup. You don't even need it in this deck, to be honest with you. Don't have the need to craft it. I know it's an ultra rare. I just had it, so I just put it in there. Striker Dragon is a card that you need. You should have this. This has some really nice text with your white dragon and with your black dragons, and I'll go over them. So these 2 cards, white dragon, black dragon, Striker Dragon, and the Chaos Spade. Those cards work really well together. So keep that in mind. I'll go over the details later with the clip. Next, Nightmare Phoenix is just a decent card. It's a link card. And Nightmare Phoenix, yeah. So you discard it and then you target a spell trap and destroy it. You generally won't need it, but in case you couldn't get Titan out or something, it's really nice as a backup. Next, Cross Sheep. I've actually never used this card, but I know other people that use it, so I don't know, experiment with it. Like if you want to be 5-head, you can use this. But generally, I just get the plays that I want. You know, generally what I do is I summon Union Carrier. This is very useful. Again, it's not necessary, but it's very useful. So generally, I either go with Union Carrier or Anaconda. We'll go over Anaconda next. So Union Carrier, what it does is, like I mentioned earlier, this works really well with Dragon Buster. In fact, it's the only way in this deck. That's how it works. Is that you would summon this and you would equip this from the deck or the hand to your Colossus, ideally. So, and if you equip this to the Colossus, then they won't be able to special summon from the deck. So, and remember, they can't search from the deck, and now they can't special summon from the extra deck. This is gonna be crucial. Like, it's gonna be a killer. Very, very good tech. Next, we have Anaconda. Anaconda is basically gonna be your main play. If you don't have your Thunder Dragon Fusion in hand, then you would the effect is you pay 2000 life points and you send this to the graveyard and it will act as that spell card, so you can fusion with it. Right, next, Triple Burst Dragon. This is, again, this is not a must. It's just a nice card to have in case you're in a situation where you want to just end the game and they have trap cards or something. They can't affect the trap during battle phase. Next, Nightmare Unicorn, really nice to have. Just like Nightmare Phoenix, this one, you know, returns a card to the field. Really nice to have. Next we have Oral Sword Dragon. It's not a must. I actually maybe only used it once so far in this deck. Because generally just your first strategy works really well. Just summon those two and you're set, honestly. For the most part. But these are all backup plans, right? Next, Access Code Talker. Now this is not a must, but it's really nice for OTKs. If you want to finish the duel fast, you need to have Access Code Talker. And yeah, that is the entire deck. Now, some cards to keep in mind. Like I said, Artifact Scythe, really good one. Keep it in mind. Instant Fusion, mentioned it. Go over it again. This will allow you to summon Kaminari attack and go into Titan. Really good card. And what else did we have? Oh yeah, Chaos Gator. This is a really good card too. I haven't tried it personally yet. And I think, in my opinion, if you want Chaos Creator, then you would have to remove Duel, because it'd be too much and you don't want to break up your deck. But that's again my opinion. I don't know. Maybe you could have two of them. The way I play this deck is I like to go first and just lock down the opponent. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and now we'll go over some clips. Okay, so I'm gonna go over some clips right now to show you visual people, you know, that hate to read. Trust me, I'm one of you guys. So you guys can understand. And so let's go over this clip real quick. So right here, I have a egg set here, and I noticed that he is running a danger deck. For the danger deck, I know that he has to discard a card, special summon from his hand, or something like that. So I know that he's gonna summon more. So I'm just waiting. I have Torrential Tribute here set. And I have the egg here, so I don't mind it being destroyed, right? And this was a bad draw, by the way, keep that in mind. Oh, I activated Maxi earlier as well. That's I do not want to Ash it because I have Torrential Tribute. So I let him summon one more. I know he has one more. I could have gone for 5, but I don't want to go too greedy. And like, what if he just starts special summoning stuff? It get dangerous. So what I did here is, I also noticed that their levels were different, right? So he couldn't summon. But I knew he wanted to link summon, probably. What else could he do, right? So he summons the 4th one, and then I'm like, nope, that's it. I do Torrential Tribute, do all his monsters that he summoned, and activate my effect at the same time. And I also have an Ash Blossom in my hand in case I need it. So yeah, this is why Torrential Tribute is very, very powerful. I went out to win this easily. Okay, so next we have another clip. This is Colossus already on the field. I just skipped that. I want to bore you guys. And I have Torrential Tribute set. And notice how I did Dimensional Future. I activated it on the main phase 2 after I did all my plays. So I have the monsters in the graveyard that I want them. I already did my play, right? So now it's his turn. Second to go. And let's see what we do here. Okay, so he special summons a monster from his hand. That's what he does. So I just wait for one more. I know he's going to summon one more so he could summon from his extra deck. Remember, he cannot search already, right? Because we have Colossus on the field. So next, he normal summons another monster. So here I'm like, okay, you know what? And these monsters have graveyard effects. So I was like, I don't want to be too greedy. Torrential Tribute, and they're going to be banished already. Now the reason it didn't work on our Colossus is because I activated its effect. I can protect it by banishing our Dark. At the same time, our Dark is going to give us a search. So it's just beautiful. It works out perfectly. So this is why I think Torrential Tribute is a must in this deck. I really like it. And Dimensional Fisher is just nice to have because we killed his play. And now he has to, worry about it. So now you would just have, like 3 cards in his deck to kill this, which is, and he can search. Like, it's perfect. So yeah. Okay, so next I'm just gonna play a live duel, just to further help you guys. So as you can see, I'm in plat 1 already. Not a big accomplishment, but just to let you know that this works in high tiers. We have a win streak of 7. So let's start. Favorite combo with the Union Carrier. Ooh, this is perfect. Oh, this is so good. Okay. Okay, let's think about this. We have so many options, but I think we'll go with this. Do not chain this. Be tricky. So you want to banish him. Gonna add a card. Gonna add Hawk. Oh, this is good. We have this so we can discard. Okay, next we're gonna activate Hawk. Special summon him. To get our Colossus. Attack or defense? Usually I like to be safe and put him on defense, but I'm trying to think. Do we... Let's just put him on attack. Hopefully he won't... He doesn't have like an OTK deck. Right, so next we're gonna... Let's draw 2 more cards, because we don't need 2 of this. Oh my god, okay, that's just unlucky. Well, we got the Torrential Tribute. Nice. So the trap card, we could... Well, let's do this. Let's just add some fuel in our graveyard. So most of the time you want to hit no here, so you could do it again, right? But let's see, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3. We have 3. So if this would be destroyed 3 times, we're safe 3. That's what... I'm trying to think, who do we ban? Yeah, there's another play we could do here. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna activate it again. Chaos Space too. Let's do Chaos Space first. Okay. So we do Chaos Space to get rid of one of them. Because we only need 1. We add... Oh, we have so much text right now. It's crazy. This is a great duel. It's a great example for you. So, we're gonna summon... Let's summon him. Yeah, let's summon him first. So, we want to banish Thunder Dragon. So we can banish something else. That's exactly right. Let's banish him. He's banished. We can special summon, right? I'm trying to... Just to make sure. Yeah. So if you banish him, you can special summon from your deck. But we want to special summon a Matrix for now. Next, we're gonna special summon White Dragon and banish. Let's banish him so we can add the Roar for fuel. Keep him there. So we get Union Carrier. It's my favorite. Oh, they have to be the same type. That's right. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there we go. Please keep this here. Yeah, that's fine. So we get Union Carrier on the field, and next we can activate its effect. Oh yeah, this allows us to add a Black Dragon, and this allows us to add a Dragon Matrix. So everything works perfectly. Something as simple as Link Summoning will activate your monster effects. Very nice. Now, what should we go? We could go into Cross Sheep, but it's all unnecessary in my opinion. This guy. So, you want to activate his effect, equip this card. Dragon Buster Sword. Now we can't special summon from the deck either. Next, we're gonna special guy. Banishing White. This is also nice because look at this. We can draw a card now. Thanks to Chaos Space. We put the White Dragon back. This is the perfect draw that we got. Oh, we have a Maxi. Perfect. We have a hand trap for the next turn. And this is also to be considered a hand trap. Next, what else do we... Okay, a Best Dweller. That would be way too tough. Holy crap. He literally can't do anything yet. Or we could do Anaconda. Let's go with Anaconda. because Titan is our big boss. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, this is perfect. This is like the perfect hand, perfect text right now. I hope it is the perfect place. I don't think I made any mistakes here. Yes. So we're gonna add the white dragon again. It's perfect. Beautiful. Now we can't special summon him because we already did that this turn. So we're gonna activate his effects. We are gonna throw this in the graveyard, and we are gonna special summon a Titan, vanishing, or by returning rather. Usually when return Thunder Dragon if you have in your hand. But let's see, what do we want to? What's valuable? Roar. Let's say Hawk and Roar, and we're gonna keep these in the graveyard. Now let's do that. I think that's a good decision. This is pure like domination. There's no way he can win this duel, or opponent. There's no way. Now we can no longer link summon because of this card, and so we have to end our turn. So remember, he cannot search other than draw. He cannot special summon from the side deck. And I could destroy some of his cards, and I have Torrential Tribute. Like, it's insane. So he gets to draw here. He also play Maxi, but not yet. Let's just wait a little bit. Only thing that scares me is how low these attack monsters are. But again, yeah, Torrential Tribute. We could just get rid of them. It's insane. This is like the perfect board, honestly. This is such a good board. Those two boss monsters and Dragon Buster equipped. So he summons a big monster. Let's see what this is. Time Lord, if you monster. Normal summon without tributing, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So we cannot destroy him, okay? And the player take battle damage from this card. If this card inflict is battled, you okay. So we just have to here. Activate our battle dragon matrix. Oh, but then again I can't destroy. I'll just destroy my own monster. I should have done Torrential Tribute to destroy my own monster. Well, actually, I don't know. We're just gonna take 2000 damage. Destroyed. So we're not gonna take battle damage here, but we're gonna take 2000. Let's do Dragon Matrix anyways. I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of this guy yet, but let's show you some other stuff. So this is what you want to do, right? You want to activate from the hand and chain it to the Titan, and you want to destroy one of his cards. In this case, since this cannot be destroyed, we'll just choose that. Oh wow. Okay. This is an interesting deck. He's running a destruction deck. I'm gonna shuffle it back. If so, no, I can't. This is really strong. Okay. So we have to OTK him here. A lot of pressure on me, I know. Yeah, let's see. What is the best way to go about it? So we need to... Probably Mortal Sword Dragon is the best one. Or Access. This cannot be destroyed though. Alright, let's just do the Thunder Dragon Fusion for now. Add a card to our hand. We'll add... No, we'll add Hawk. Special summon. I'm trying to think of how to beat... Giving me a puzzle. Okay, we can do Nightmare Unicorn. Shuffle it on the... Okay. So first, let's do this. So we could chain it to this. So we could destroy that back row. Maybe something crazy. Okay, good. Good thing we got rid of that. Monster Special Summon. That's... I don't think it matters. But we'll get this for the extra search. Not use Torrential Tribute. In this case, Inertial Tribute is useless because of his effect, by the way. If there was any other monster that can be destroyed, it would be good to have. We should have done better me on Solar, so he could have gotten a token. So that was a small misplay on my part. But let's summon this by banishing this guy. We are gonna get Unicorn. Careful. Ace. Sorry. Horn. Yes. Alright, so we're trying to OTK him here. What do we discard? I guess Vladimir Polar. Could play it better, but I'm not trying to play action at the moment. We're just gonna get Duel here because we need more attack so we can OTK. Which is light and dark. So we got rid of his problem. Summon Duel. He's basically finished, right? Access Stalker. That doesn't even matter, just attack, just finish the duel. But you guys get the point. This is a really fun deck. Yeah, like our opponent, even though our opponent had a card that could potentially counter us, we just dominated. This deck is so strong. It's so fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I will be happy to reply to them. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. See ya.